Hello! Welcome to AJinak, or Angličtina, AJina, trochu jinak. See what I did there? Anyway, if you are an English teacher, you know that there are 4 different skills in language acquisition and language ability. There's speaking, there's reading, there's writing, and there's understanding. Now, good and effective English lessons somehow combine multiple of these skills all at once, either practicing reading out loud, watching a video and listening, then writing and answering questions to it, and stuff like that. Many students think that they don't like writing, especially not in a foreign language. The thing I have to say to that is, tough noogies. That means you are out of luck. However, it can be challenging to find writing exercises that engage your students. Or if you want to practice your own writing, you may struggle with writer's block. And I get it. I've seen the writing prompts in textbooks, and even though I'm a writer and I've been reading my entire life, I sometimes look at those reading prompts or writing prompts and think, oh my God, no, thank you. So, in the Foreign Language Literature department of our library, we have this beautiful new edition. 101 writing prompts for teens, ages 13 through 18. Now, you may be thinking that this is something that your students could not use, that it would be too advanced, that it would be boring, that they would just complain about it. First of all, if they complain, that's just more fuel for your fire, am I right? Second of all, this book has made your job very easy. It's organized into, as you can guess, 101 writing prompts. But it's not just a one-sentence writing prompt. For instance, take a look at this one, Chapter 15, Entrepreneurial Dreams. It starts with an objective. Write a story about a teenager who builds a unique and innovative small business, exploring the challenges and achievements they face along the way. Now, this looks like a story prompt. However, there's a lot of different things hidden in it. Especially if you teach high school, what's that thing that comes at the end of high school? It's a big thing. Everyone's worried about their kids achieving it, otherwise they won't go anywhere in life. It starts with M. Maturita, that's the one. For the English language maturita, one topic is occupation and employment. Students will have to talk about different sorts of jobs and different positives, negatives, different features of them. You'll be practicing vocabulary and grammar structures that they need to discuss employment, jobs, and other such things by writing this short story. And after the objective, they give you more guidelines. For instance, number 1, character development. Introduce your teenage protagonist, the main person in the story. Give them individual personalities, backgrounds, and motivations. What motivated them to start a business? Now, interestingly enough, this actually contains other maturita topics to talk about people, hobbies, different characteristics of life, different lifestyles, while going back to, of course, jobs and employment. So for this guideline, already you have multiple maturita subjects that the kids can be practicing. Then concept of business is the second guideline. Describe your unique small business concept. How did the teenager come up with it? What makes it unique or different from other businesses? Now, if you have students who struggle more with being creative, with coming up with characters and such, you can have them talk about themselves and change it to use the practice for the conditional statements. If you wanted to start a business, what kind of business would you start? Setting up the business is guideline number 3. Show the process of starting the business. This can include brainstorming, planning, gathering resources, and overcoming initial hurdles. This is another interesting project idea. You could have a project day where the kids learn about entrepreneurship and they can work in pairs or individually to go through some of these guidelines. If you teach other courses at school, such as civics or economics or something like that, you can adapt this for your lessons in those courses as well. Talking about challenges faced is the 4th guideline. Introduce realistic challenges the teen faces in running their business. This can involve financial issues, balancing school and work, market competition, or skepticism from others. This is also an opportunity, as you're going through this activity, for a group discussion. You could have students work in pairs to come up with ideas or discuss things together. As a whole group, you can offer them support and feedback, or you could have it be a research project. They may have to look for small businesses or large companies that started as small businesses and find more about the beginnings of these processes and what the companies had to go through to get to the point they're at today. Ultimately, there are 8 guidelines, so there's lots of opportunities to make this lesson as simple or as complex as you want, as short or as long of an essay as you want. There's lots of opportunities for inspiration. If you're curious about what other writing prompts there are, we have Turning the Tide on Bullying, Embracing Uniqueness, The Friendship Chronicles, The Wizard's Apprentice, Urban Pirates of the Asphalt Sea. That's asphalt like what roads are made out of, not, well, you know. Beyond the Sculpture's Moment, Echoes of the Abandoned, Journey Towards My Goal, A Whimsical Calendar, and a whole bunch more. Not to give anything away, but there's 101 of these story prompts. Feel free to check out this book in the Knihovna Ústeckého kraje. We have it in the Foreign Language Literature department. And if you know other books that are full of writing prompts or other such similar things, give us a comment. We would love to hear about them, and maybe your suggestion will show up in a future episode of AJinak. Until next time!